Vervet monkeys' communication. Have you ever talked in sign language? Have you ever tried to communicate with only sounds, not words? Most of the non-human is communicating in these ways. We humans belong to the society, and we depend on communication to make all kinds of relationships. Monkeys, more importantly, vervet monkeys as well, need communication. Hence, they created their own ways of communication. Let's start with a picture from a video presented by the Richard Dawkins Foundation for Reason and Science. 3 vervet monkeys were resting on the ground. There were 2 adult vervets and 1 baby vervet. The monkey had small black faces and thick gray fur. The baby was black with pink face and with twinkling big eyes. The child's mom was holding her baby tightly, and she was enjoying the grooming, which is scratching, from the other female vervet. The female that was grooming had only one purpose, which was to touch the little baby. Babies are attractive in our societies, and it is the same thing in the monkey societies. Do my hair before you touch my baby, said Marius, is the rule between vervet monkeys when it comes to letting a neighbor touching their babies. Monkeys need grooming since there are bugs and parasites in their bodies. Therefore, grooming for each other becomes important in their behaviors. It is not only a behavior to put out parasites for each other, but also to maintain their relationships. When the vervet monkey gave birth to a baby, she would lose many time to groom. As a result, a market by exchanging grooming time appeared in vervet monkey societies. One must groom for the other for a certain amount of time in order to touch the baby. With enough grooming, moms permitted pretty much any female in their group to at least touch or sniff the baby, but it was mostly female with a history of grooming mom who could actually hold the baby, said Marius. This is how grooming works for vervet monkeys to communicate so that they improve their relationships between adults and babies. Since vervet monkeys are a common species throughout Africa, a lot of scientists are studying them, and one of them that started the research was Darcy Cheney, a professor in the University of Pennsylvania. Her area of study is about primate behavior and primate cognition. In an interview from Dig Deeper, a video cast produced by the Lincoln Foundation, she gave some clues about communications. When the reporter asked, "What do you think makes us human?" Cheney said, "There's a lot of particular things, for example, our ability to speak language and ability to assess our mental states and so on. However, there is also similarity that both human and animals have the motivation and obsession to establish friendships." Let's back to vervet monkeys. Scientists study vervet monkeys because they have special vocalizations and different actions to their predators. Thomas Strusaker was the scientist who started to study this. He described 3 distinct vervet calls and showed that the call a particular monkey gave depended not on how startled it was, but on what kind of predator it saw, said Stephen Hart, the writer of the Animal Communication Project. Through the experiments, Strusaker found that when a vervet monkey saw a snake, it gave a call, and all other monkeys stood on their hind legs and scanned around the ground, Hart described. When one sighted a leopard, other members immediately climbed up to trees nearby. Lastly, when one monkey gave a call when he saw an eagle, they soon found places that is dense and close to the ground instead of climbing into the trees. Moreover, besides Strusaker's research, writes Hart, Robert Cephers, Darcy Cheney, and Peter Marler at Rockefeller University at the time began a series of attempts to manipulate vervet communication system to answer the question, do vervet calls contain information? They spent their time working with animals and finally got some results. A vervet monkey's call to a snake can mean snake or look at the ground, or may not even have a meaning, in the sense of human words have meaning, explained by Stephen Hart. It's a sort of first gleaning of something that might eventually become language, said Zifar in a video from the Richard Dawkins Foundation for Reason and Science. In conclusion, non-humans are communicating in many ways. Wisely, even though they can't use languages. Why can't we? Start to communicate wisely with people. As Shinny said, we all have the motivation and obsession